Oh, they are? So we're on
Kylie, Kenzie, look at mommy. Kylie. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Not these. These are connected on the bottom. They don't float. They feel like they float, but they're, I mean, like they don't steer.
Alrighty, please keep those hands, arms, and fingers away from the dog. If you have any bags or backpacks, please put them and put them in the center of the bowl wherever you want, please.
Okay.
Now, these are the like I said. There you go. Hello and welcome everyone to our journey to Storybook. My name is Jenny and I will be your captain and storyteller for today aboard Daisy. Just a quick reminder to please keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times. And please supervise your children so a story does not take any unexpected turns. Nowadays, the people travel to magical places through the pages of a book, but those who visit in person, whether through a rabbit hole with a little pixie dust, often find a way to be magical or even menacing. Although it does seem we are passing through the jaws of monster, the same whale who swallowed Pinocchio, we are actually being transported to a magical place called Storybook Land. Now, if you thought the jaws of monster were scary, as we get closer, on the left is the cave of the big bad wolf. Was constantly after the three little pigs who luckily live across our him in those three little houses. One made out of straw, one made out of sticks, and one made out of wolf-proof bricks. Now, as our story takes a strange turn, we are coming upon the quaint village that's home to Alice, where one golden afternoon she chased the white rabbit down the rabbit hole and fell down into Wonderland. Storybook Land is full of fantastic places created to inspire storytellers. Places like London Park, like the one on the right, where Peter Pan, John, Wendy, and Michael Darling first flew into Neverland, where they will never ever have to grow up. And just ahead of us is the mysterious city of Agrabah, where Aladdin first bumped into Princess Jasmine and stole her heart. And although they were from two different worlds, with the power of love and the help of a genie, they got married and now live happily ever after in Sultan's palace. Here in Storybook Land, love shines like this twinkle of lights in the heart's way to love us. The same as where Aladdin and Jasmine first flew over, sideways, and under magic carpet rides. Now, like all good stories have their love and light, they also have their darkness, like the Cave of Wonders coming ahead of us. That is known to have a treasure that is cursed, but legend says if you rub the genie's lamp, you will get granted 3 wishes. So let's make a wish and see if they can make a wish.
Okay, everybody make a wish.
There's the lamp right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's way cool.
Snow White wished for safety when she fled the evil queen, which came upon a small cottage like the one on the right that is home to the 7 dwarfs who gave her shelter and thanks to her kindness. And you might also see their little smile and hear them whistle while they work. Cinderella wished to go to the ball, but her evil stepmother forbade it and left her behind in the blue room's house like the one on the left. But then her fairy godmother arrived and granted her wish, but Cinderella did not get home on time, so her carriage turned back into a pumpkin, as you can see, is still on top of the bridge.
See the pumpkin carriage.
Yeah, so cool.
Unfortunately, magic has its limits, so love does not, so now Cinderella lives happily ever after in her beautiful castle with her Prince Charming. Wishes inspired dreams here in Storybook Land, dreams of happily ever after, and literal dreams that were inspired by bedtime stories that put children to sleep on the hills of quilted flowers, like the ones on the left that were inspired by the 1933 Silly Symphony Lullaby Land cartoon. Storybook Land is full of magic, as you can see. We have tiny trees everywhere, and yes, they are real, but with the help of Tinkerbell and a little bit of her pixie dust, they won't ever have to grow up. And this was one of Walt's favorite places that inspired him to write stories like Mr.
Yeah, no,
Toad.
keep your hands out of the water.
On the left, we'll see
Because I
Toad
said
Hall.
so.
Let's take a quick look and see if Mr. Toad is in there today. Well, it seems like Mr. Toad is not here today. He must be out on a crazy wild ride in Fantasyland. So no work in particular. The Elsa is there and now home to Sisters Anna and Elsa, where they also met their frozen friends, Kristoff, Olaf, and Sven. And found something more powerful than Elsa's magic. They found the power of love. And just ahead of us is the Alpine Village, where Geppetto wished upon a star for his little puppet to become a real boy. But not until Pinocchio saved him from the belly of the whale, his wish was granted by the Blue Fairy. And just like Geppetto's wish, the Little Mermaid and Ariel had a wish too. She wished to be part of our world. And as we get closer, her beautiful castle will be on the right, where she took her first time studies best and met Prince Eric.
Over here.
There's Ariel's castle.
Charlie, look this way.
Oh, yeah.
Her story began at her father's castle.
Look at Charlie, Ariel.
Beautiful waterfall on the left. And unlike all good stories, that it was not happily ever after. Now, as we told our story for today, I please ask you to remain seated until we reach down completely, and I wish you a very magical day here at the Disneyland Resort.